Peace and wellness. Greetings. Good evening. Whenever this message finds you. I just happened to wanting to share with you as I just got out of the shower. I'm just getting home from work, and some things that I was hearing while in the water were questions. And there were statements of giving thanks. And so before I even start speaking forward, I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel and so supporting it by whatever likes, shares, whatever comments you've posted. I recently took a peek at like some of the statistics or the analytics, right? And I found out that my audience is mostly women, and they're between the ages, they're younger. They're like 20s to 40, 20s to 40s. And I've been in question about what to share with you all. What came to me was back in 2012, someone that I respect a lot suggested to me that I start a YouTube channel. And my hard-headed ass did not listen. I didn't go forward with it. And I wish that I would have, because I would be further along in my sharing with you all than I am now. I wouldn't be questioning, whether it would be received well or is it relevant. You would have taken that journey with me since 2012. Well, I didn't do it, and here we are in 2026. I still have my YouTube channel, and some of the things that were coming to me were just to be, right? There are over 1 million people on social media. That's small. I'm just keeping it light. There's over 1 million people on social media. So all of the content creators who share through social media, we may not all have a specific target audience, but we're working our way there. And there are those who listen, and they tap in and they stick around or they come back. So I've really just been trying to find what purpose I would serve sharing with you all. And I've had readings, I've had spiritual consultations, I have supported certain circles or Patreon memberships that reflect how I'm growing. And after I go through all of those thoughts about where I'm at, how I'm growing, what am I sharing, I've come to this. I'm just going to share it with you. I'm going to share my life's experience. This was the other thing that came to me. A lot of you and the you that I'm speaking to, a lot of you are younger, right? You are awakening. You have curiosities about yourself, your spirituality, your sexuality, your moral compass. You have a lot of questions. And you were born into this age of digital creation. My generation is way before that. So the questions that you all ask, our answers to your questions have been lived through. Okay? So when you are asking certain spiritual circles, groups, content creators, thought provokers, or communities questions about your growth, your expansion, how to know certain things, you ask with this expectation of receiving an answer to your question. And there's not just one answer to the question. If you pay attention to who you listen to, those of substance speak from lived experience. Not just reading books, not just, and they're not following trends, not the people that I'm thinking about. They speak from lived experience. So it's a lot for you all to absorb. It's a lot for you all to take in. And as an individual who feels like they've awakened late, right? I want to offer you this comforting sense of knowing. You cannot gain experience without experiencing. And I'm going to quote that from Dr. Herbert Harris. He is a great encourager. He is also a very knowledgeable, wise, not just a mentor. He's full of insight and wisdom and lived experience. And I learned about him through a powerful goddess named Paris Williams. Okay. And I learned about Paris through Brother Rich, aka Radiohead Rich. I think that's his Radiohead. I think that is his what he changed his name to. But most of his following knows him as Brother Rich, from his channel Black Magic 363. I learned about Brother Rich in 2017. That is one of the most prominent awakenings of myself that I recall, like, started this journey, this walk that I'm on. So I named people that I've learned about, that I've had some interaction with, be it through meeting them, through their channel, through events that they've held and I've attended. And it's like its own web, and there are more people that I can share and talk to you about. And the reason why I even had interest in wanting to share that is because as I started to become more aware of myself as a spiritual being, what all of that encompasses, I learned that I missed out on other great spiritual teachers that were either about to transition or they had transitioned. And their information that was being shared was very fresh. Their students are now some of the thought-provoking spiritual content creators on social media. So when I speak of people, it's not that I'm trying to name drop. I'm giving these names to you so you can check out their channels, research their work, subscribe to them, maybe get on their Patreon. It may be something there for you to learn from them. And this is how I learned about them. Had I not followed my prompting, shout out to Professor Melanie, had I not followed my prompting to go to that event in 2017 that Brother Rich had in Brooklyn, New York, I wouldn't be able to tell y'all anything about any of the people that I'm speaking to you about. And I'm speaking about them. Am I finding them? Because, again, I was once where you are, and I'm still there because I'm still learning a lot. The difference in what I'm learning and how I learn now is I'm turning that search, that spiritual interrogation, that curiosity for knowledge of self towards self. So I'm not just watching readings, different conversations, I'm definitely not doom scrolling. I'm not on here. I'm not taking what I'm looking into lightly. And I'm no longer consuming more than I wish to create. Pardon that glare. So I have consumed a lot. That's why I'm able to share with you those people. And from each person that I learned about more people. So I'm going to share a couple more people with you. And I'm sharing them because I found them insightful. I respect their their knowledge that they took time to research and come back and share as well. So these are some people you may want to check out, depending on your age group, or not. Because there are more people that have come on board since then. But I missed out on Delbert Blair, Frances Cress Welsing. I did get to listen to, and still am able to listen to, Professor James Smalls, Red and Blue Pill. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's Mook, right? That's how her community affectionately calls to her. Her channel is or her handle is So It Is Written. I love how she interacts with her community. She's she's deep. She's deep. She's been doing her homework for a long time. But I love how she shares her insight and her knowledge. There is oh, wait. There was, what's it called? Masterly Foolish. When I found that channel, that's when I found like a lot of people. Miss Blue, the Soulful Oracle. Okay. Profound wisdom and insight. And who else did I name? I said Professor Melanie. I'm just going to keep going. But I'm saying I'm giving y'all these names of certain individuals because they got on here and they have not stopped. They haven't stopped. And they opened my eyes to a lot. And right now, we are in the midst of an overflow of information from content creators. Some of you are in religion. Some of you are leaving religion. Some of you are considering leaving religion. Some of you are considering going into religion. Some of you are just doing natural research for yourself and you want to know and you're looking. You have questions. And again, I go back to the phrase about experience, wanting to know. A lot of people get on some of these platforms and they want to know what their spirit guides and ancestors are saying about them, to them, what they need to do. And it's like you want to put this focus on deriving an answer externally without remembering that, or not even if you don't remember, or if it's not clicking that way, not taking into account everything starts from within you, right? You still No matter how many questions you ask, no matter how many answers you ask about ancestors, spirit guides, way showers, you still have to do your work. You still have to research. You still have to, you're living here. As Miss Blue says, on planet Earth. You're here. So you have to do the work, is the bottom line. And the people here on planet Earth that you are led to ask for assistance from, or ask for assistance from, are just channels to redirect you back to you. So my thoughts, like I said, when I was in the shower, were about, what if I had started my channel when I was nudged to do so? What if I was not afraid to open up and share and speak to you along my journey? Because I'm still on my journey, right? How much more would you hear me out? How much more would you listen and follow through on some of the things that I'm sharing with you? I can't go back in time and change that. All I can do is start from where I am with what I have, and that's what I'm doing. So as I'm growing, I will share so we can grow together. And I don't watch TV. So if you watch television and there's things that you peep out, maybe you can keep me in the know about, what's to be looked at, what's to be paid attention to, what can be discerned and viewed with spiritual eyes, so that conversation can be had to expand, right? Again, I'm going to reiterate because it keeps coming up. You cannot gain experience without living, without experiencing. That's how it goes. You want answers to questions. You want to avoid certain things, but y'all are growing through a lot. That's exactly what you're going to have to do. Grow through. We all did, and we all are. So don't be afraid. I think it's a beautiful thing that, as distracting as social media could be, it is also a great saving grace for a lot of people. So if any of this hits home, if any of this has held your attention span this long, I didn't even expect the video to be this long, and I didn't put a time limit on it because this is one of the reasons why I wasn't crazy about just like jumping into posting all the time, because of the expectation. And that's something I want to leave you with. Expectation postponed makes the heart sick. Expectation postponed makes the heart sick. That is a quote from the book of Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. If you know, you know. From the book of Proverbs, right? And what is expectation postponed? That means like if you're constantly in expectation and it's constantly delayed, but you're waiting, you're expecting something to happen, to hear something, to do something. And if it keeps getting postponed, it takes a toll on your heart. It's very disappointing. So being in expectation of people constantly posting means you're going to constantly consume, which means you're not utilizing some of that in between time to do the work so that you can utilize what you've consumed to create for yourself. All right. My battery's going dead. I wanted to just say this message before it escaped me after getting out the shower. I'll come back again and share. I'll share some more people, some more love, some more peace, some more joy. I love you. Talk to you soon.